Michael addressed these new franchisor clients. Who else wants to franchise? Typically we hear from existing franchisors. So these are our existing operator clients. And that client intake meeting, initial meeting, is going to go quite a bit differently. You want to ask the initial question of the client: why are they looking into franchising? Why now? What's different? What's changed? What are their short-term and long-term goals for franchising? And again, this could be sort of an opportunity that was sprung upon them. Maybe they had interest from a potential investor. Maybe they have a partner, or their existing franchisees are looking to expand. So you kind of want to ask those questions and see what their long-term goals are, and that can really inform the next few steps of your representation. You want to ask a lot of questions about this franchisor client's operations. You want to know if they have any problems in their system. You want to know if their franchisees are happy. You want to know if their franchisees are making money. If their franchisees, again, like I mentioned, maybe are interested in expanding. And you want to know what kind of documentation they have. So you're going to have to do a pretty comprehensive review of all the existing documentation in the system. You want to know if these franchise clients have consistently complied with all of the regulations regarding the sales of their franchises. So do they have FDDs? Do they have receipts for their FDDs? Do they have signed franchise agreements with every person operating a franchise? Do they have, for example, confidentiality agreements in place with their high-level employees? You're also going to want to have a conversation with the franchisor about whether or not they have franchisees whose agreements are set to expire, and whether they have franchisees who they have problems with. So these are all conversations that you're going to have at this stage in the game.
There's one thing I want to address on this count. We talk to clients who are startups, like I mentioned before, and what Mackenzie's talking about is really what I sometimes refer to as second-generation franchisors. People who have an existing system, but it's not a very mature system and hasn't really operated for a very long period of time, and now are looking to bring their business to the next level. Their documents may have been done by an attorney who has less familiarity with the rules than would be optimum. They may have had problems in the operation of the system. And there are not a few franchisors that I've dealt with over the years who have already been in the business of franchising and complied with the regulations that we're going to talk about today, but did it once, X number of years ago, 5 years ago, and didn't know that they had to update their agreements and documents every year under the regulations. So there are people who who create franchise systems who really need help building and growing their business into the next step, and start talking about ways to expand their businesses. One of the things that we've done recently is representing private equity firms acquiring franchise systems.